What? Oh, I thought you were going to sell right.
Oh, well, I thought you'd made it. I thought you'd made it.
That's it.
Yeah, there was some things, so I left in there. Oh, that's why that didn't turn up.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah.
That's the floodlights further over, right to the very end.
Well, the football stadium
Yeah, where you see that white
mast.
building on mast, a little bit further behind that is the football stadium.
My goodness me, that's in some state, isn't it? Oh, God almighty, look. So, should we have one of these then?
Yeah.
That'll be nice. Do you like those, do you, Mary?
Have we got a biscuit, Mary, or no?
Got any biscuits?
No biscuits. You're taking the biscuit.
Taking the biscuit. We're going to have a cup of tea in a plastic cup. It's going to burn our fingers, dear. It's hot water.
That's right.
It is hot water, isn't it? Don't you make tea with hot water, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's handy.
Well, I can smell. What's that chamomile? Is it?
Coffee.
I'll have black coffee, please.
I'll have black coffee and holes at the back.
You know, that's a good idea. It's a good idea.
No, I'm glad you got all that, and then you've got the TV in here. You can lay back down and watch
It's
it.
lovely. Oh, it's lovely.
Good, I'm glad you like that.
Yes, thank you very much. All right. Thank you.
It works a treat, doesn't it?
I mean, you've got a lovely scenery there to film, haven't you? Look.
I did that when we were in here before, actually. Yeah. It's a very nice bit of a landscape you've got here.
It's no good if you had people that were suicidal here, is it?
You can't jump out the windows.
Can't you jump out the window here?
The windows.
Has anybody jumped out the window?
Yeah, there was a chap on the top floor, and the flat on the top's just sort of the people that got some sort of problems, and he was schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And he's quite a nice chap, but he got up onto the roof.
All right. Yeah.
And he jumped off.
No, he didn't, but they took him away.
They took him away?
Yeah, but it's
Oh, God, I wouldn't like to be taken away. They do, you know, if your behaviour becomes a bit strange.
Yeah.
I know a bloke who went out in his dressing gown and nothing else one morning at 6 o'clock. Started kicking cars as they were driving along, and he was put in a mental home for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Or was it 6 months, actually? Yeah. Psychopath.
What do they call them? They're like when you have a reception at somewhere. What do they call them when you have you walk in and they
mulled wine.
No, when they have it in a bowl normally, and they say, "Would you like to try the
declutter."
Declutter.
Declutter, yes. Oh, it comes. Yeah, I was trying to get Lance at it. What was the what that word was yesterday? Yeah, when you're trying to get rid of bits. I mean, everybody needs to declutter, don't they?
Yes, that's right. Declutter. That's the word you were looking for when we got here.
Yeah, I do that sort of all the time, really.
So that's what Ken signed for you, did he?
Ken Dodd?
Didn't he sign? He signed to me that thing, didn't he?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. No, he hasn't signed this one, Mary.
No.
I thought you had to sign one.
Yeah, what happened was a lady, she's got a copy of a photograph that they took of me and Ken Dodd together.
Yeah.
And she's got her son to do a big blow-up of it.
Oh, right, yeah.
So when I go to church on Friday...
Yeah, we say in England rouse, but it's les roues, the French meaning redhead. Road means redhead.
Yeah.
Fancy that.
The chronicles of England, through sometimes shrouded by the mists of time, reveal from early records that the surname Rowe was of Norman wisdom origin. The history of this name is interwoven into the colourful fabric of the history of Britain. Careful research by professional analysis using such ancient manuscripts as the Domesday Book, compiled in 1086 by William the Conqueror, the Ragman Rolls, the Wace Poem, the Honour Roll of the Battle Abbey, the Curia Regis, Pipe Rolls, the Falaise Roll, Tax Records, Baptismals, family genealogies and local parish and church records determine that the name Row was found in the county of Norfolk, where they were seated from very early times and were granted their lands by Duke William of Normandy, who was their lord, for their distinguished assistance at the Battle of Hastings in Sussex in 1066 AD. Many alternate spellings of the name were found. They were typically linked to a common root, usually one of the Norman nobles at the Battle of Hastings. Your name Rowe occurred in many references, and from time to time the surname included the spelling of Rowe as R-O-W-E, R-O-E, R-O-W, and many more. Scribes recorded and spelled the name as it sounded. It was not unlikely that a person would be born with one spelling, married with another, and buried with a headstone which showed another. Sometimes preferences for different spelling variations were due to a division of the family. So if there was a different division of the family, they might spell the name varied. Or if you had any religious or patriotic reasons to have your Rowe. Sir Thomas Rowe was Lord Mayor of London in 1559. So Uncle Tommy was Lord Mayor, you see, 1559. Sir William Rowe in 1592 was Lord Mayor. Sir Henry Rowe was Lord Mayor of London in 1607. Of note amongst the family at the time was Sir Thomas Rowe. The surname Rowe contributed much to local politics in the affairs of England and Scotland. During the 12th century, many of these Norman families moved north to Scotland, following Earl David of Huntingdon, who became King of Scotland. And then settlers in Ireland became known as adventurers. For land in Ireland, they undertook the Protestant faith, so they weren't Catholics, they were Protestants, and were granted lands previously owned by the Irish. In Ireland they settled at Ballycross in County Wexford.
Has he been King of Scotland?
Yeah, and Sir Francis Rowe was knighted at Dublin Castle. It's in the late 17s.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, it does that. It said three of the name Rowe, R-O-W-E, arrived as convicts in the 1700s.
Crikey.
First Fleet convicts included William Rowe from Lawston and John Lowe from Lawston, or is that it was? Would you say that's Lawston or Launceston?
Launceston.
Launceston. Lawston, Launceston. Launceston, yeah.
From Lancashire.
Second Fleet convicts included John Rowe from Devon. In recent history, notable bearers of the Rowe surname include Norman Rowe, British surgeon, Eric Rowe, British diplomat, Henry Rowe, American banker, Herbert Rowe, American business executive, Thomas Rowe, American pharmacist, and Mary Rowe, Worthing layabout.
Oh no, look, it says Mary Rowe at the top. Look, settled in
Where's
Boston, there. Mary Rowe.
Oh, that's
and her husband settled in Virginia.
Oh, that's it, yeah. Mary Rowe and her husband settled in Virginia in 1624, yeah. And Pierce Rowe settled in Charleston.
Oh, Dave.
Is that where the dance come from, Charleston?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, yeah.
In 1820, yeah.
You do love the sound of your own voice, Dave. God blimey.
Christopher Rowe settled in Barbados in 1685. Yeah, it's all on the... It's interesting. Have you got your one yet?
It's
of
interesting,
Forest?